Signal is an encrypted messaging service. It's free and open source, and it was created by a non-profit organization called Signal Foundation. The company was launched in February 2018 by a famous security researcher called Moxie Marlinspike, with initial funding of $50 million from Brian Acton, the former co-founder of WhatsApp. And recently a lot of people have migrated their conversations out of WhatsApp to Signal. So why are people moving away from WhatsApp? First of all, Facebook has a history of controversies around users' privacy rights, and it recently has changed its privacy policy and terms of service of the WhatsApp app. And it requires users to accept the new terms of services, or it turned the app unusable. With all of that, users decided to move out of WhatsApp to Signal. First, let's go over what Facebook has updated in its privacy policy. First of all, Facebook mentions that it already shared user metadata and contact information with Facebook, so it could improve its algorithms and services. Users had the ability to opt out of sharing their data with Facebook, but it now has removed the option of users doing it so. Contacts that are not using the app don't have their data mined according to Facebook. Facebook seemed to start collecting metadata from users years ago, and that hasn't changed. Facebook states that they're collecting metadata to improve its services and also payment and personal information to connect WhatsApp users with businesses. Again, Facebook had a history of controversies, and so some people take these blog updates with a grain of salt. And as you can see, they have different terms of services and privacy policy for countries outside of the EU and inside of the EU, where Facebook needs to be compliant to GDPR. So how does Signal work? So when the founders started and grew WhatsApp, they made sure that the conversations were end-to-end encrypted, and privacy was one of the most important features of its app. But after Facebook bought the company, these assurances were not necessarily delivered, as Facebook wanted more data to improve its services. And so since then, both WhatsApp founders left Facebook, and that's where Signal comes in. Signal was started by the former head of security of Twitter, Moxie Marlinspike. He created a protocol called Open Whisper Systems after leaving Twitter, and that protocol powered messaging services for Facebook, Google, and WhatsApp. That made sure that the data was end-to-end encrypted. But in 2018, together with one of WhatsApp co-founders, they announced Signal Foundation with a loan of $50 million at 0% interest rate due to 2068. The idea was to create a standalone app that was focused primarily on privacy, and it has increased their total loan amount to $100 million since then. This has given Signal enough resources to run its app. The app is designed in such a way that it's encrypted end-to-end, and it doesn't even know who the administrators of a group are. Even though the app is privacy focused, it contains all its data with a centralized service with encrypted data. And it uses proxies if sensors try to block it, a technique that was learned from WhatsApp co-founders running its app around the world. Signal and other messaging services have gained a lot of traction recently due to users' privacy concerns, and they might keep growing as users care more and more about privacy. Signal alone has already 50 million downloads on the Google Play Store. This might be the start of a new era where privacy becomes more and more important. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Bye.